Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0842 indicates a fault in the transmission fluid pressure switch A, second clutch, circuit, specifically a low signal condition. This DTC is generated when the engine control module, ECM, also referred to as the powertrain control module, PCM, detects an issue with the transmission fluid pressure switch, responsible for monitoring the hydraulic pressure in the second clutch of the automatic transmission. The switch works by varying the resistance in response to the fluid pressure, signaling the PCM when adjustments are needed for shifting gears. In the event of a malfunction, the PCM will engage a fail-safe mode, restricting the transmission to only second or fifth gear to prevent further damage. It's crucial to address this error promptly, as continued driving under these conditions could lead to more extensive transmission repairs. The transmission fluid pressure switch, A, second clutch, is a vital component in the hydraulic control system of the automatic transmission. Located within the transmission assembly, it helps monitor the hydraulic pressure, which is essential for the proper operation of the second clutch. This switch sends electrical signals to the PCM to indicate the current pressure status. When the DTC P0842 is triggered, it typically means that the switch is signaling a low voltage or an open circuit condition, indicating a possible electrical fault. This code cannot arise from mechanical issues within the transmission. Hence, troubleshooting must focus on electrical connections and the switch itself. Understanding this component's role aids in diagnosing issues more efficiently. There are several potential causes that can lead to the DTC P0842 code. The primary culprit is typically an electrical circuit problem, which could be a short circuit, open circuit, or high resistance in the wiring. Another cause is a faulty transmission fluid pressure switch A itself, which may be defective and unable to provide the correct signals to the PCM. Additionally, poor connections or loose terminals between the transmission fluid pressure switch and the PCM could lead to intermittent signal failures. It's important to thoroughly inspect each of these areas as part of the troubleshooting process. The DTC indicates a failure specific to the circuit and not a mechanical fault, guiding the technician toward an electrical issue. When the DTC P0842 is present, the driver of the Honda Pilot may notice several symptoms. The most prominent symptom is the limitation on gear selection, as the transmission may only be able to shift into second or fifth gear due to the fail-safe feature activated by the PCM. This can lead to erratic transmission behavior, such as delayed shifts or harsh engagement. Additionally, the vehicle's check engine light will likely be illuminated, indicating an issue that needs attention. These symptoms make it evident that there is a problem affecting the transmission's ability to function optimally. Prompt diagnosis and correction are essential to prevent further complications. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0842 involves verifying the problem by first turning the vehicle ignition to the on position without starting the engine. This action prepares the vehicle for diagnostics. Next, the DTC should be cleared using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, which is a specialized tool designed for troubleshooting Honda vehicles. Following the clearing process, the technician should check specific parameters that relate to the second pressure switch using the HDS. This will involve assessing whether the current conditions match expected thresholds as reported by the vehicle system. If the conditions do match, the technician knows that the failure is confirmed and can proceed to the next troubleshooting step. If the parameters do not match, this indicates a possible intermittent failure that might stem from poor electrical connections. In the second troubleshooting step for DTC P0842, begin by turning the vehicle ignition off and ensuring that it is locked. This initial step is crucial to ensure safety while working on the vehicle's electrical components. The next action involves disconnecting the 1P connector of the transmission fluid pressure switch A, second clutch. This connector is vital as it links the switch to the vehicle's electrical system. Once disconnected, turn the vehicle ignition back to the on position without starting the engine. Then, utilize the HDS to check the current status of the second pressure switch. If the switch is depicted as off and matches the expected threshold, it may indicate that the switch has failed. In such a case, replacing the transmission fluid pressure switch A should be the next step in resolving the issue. If the conditions do not match, further investigations must continue. The third troubleshooting step for DTC P0842 involves checking for a potential short circuit in the OP2SW line. Begin by ensuring that the vehicle is turned off and locked to ensure safety. Then, use the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to jump the SCS line and wait for more than a minute. This process is necessary to reset any stored conditions and prepare the system for further testing. After jumping the SCS line, disconnect the PCM connector B, which consists of 51 pins, 51P. With both the transmission fluid pressure switch 1P connector and the PCM connector B disconnected, the technician can check for continuity between two specific test points. Point 1 at PCM connector B number 24 and point 2 at body ground. If continuity is present, this indicates a short to ground in the OP2SW wire, and necessary repairs should be made. If there is no continuity, it means that the wiring is intact, but the PCM itself may need replacing. After completing repairs related to DTC P0842, it is essential to verify that the repairs were successful. Start this process by clearing any stored DTCs using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. Once the codes are cleared, perform a test drive, focusing on the transmission's behavior during shifting and ensuring it operates as intended. During the test drive, the technician should observe for smooth gear transitions and the absence of check engine lights illuminating. After the drive, it is crucial to check if the DTC reappears either immediately or in a subsequent driving cycle. If the code does not return, this indicates a successful repair, and the vehicle is ready for return to the customer. Proper verification is vital to ensure that the underlying issue has been resolved. According to best practices in preventive maintenance, regular inspections of the transmission fluid pressure switch and associated wiring connections can prevent the occurrence of DTC P0842. It's advisable to schedule these inspections in conjunction with routine vehicle servicing. Keeping an eye on wiring integrity ensures that any loose or corroded connections are addressed before they lead to failures. Furthermore, maintaining appropriate transmission fluid levels is crucial, as low levels can affect hydraulic pressure and lead to incorrect readings from the pressure switch. By proactively managing these components, drivers can extend the lifespan of their transmission and reduce the likelihood of unexpected repairs. Regular maintenance not only enhances the vehicle's performance, but also promotes safety on the road. In conclusion, DTC P0842 is indicative of an electrical issue related to the transmission fluid pressure switch A, second clutch circuit. This error code highlights the necessity of focusing on the electrical components and connections rather than mechanical problems within the transmission itself. By following the outlined troubleshooting steps systematically, technicians can diagnose and resolve the issue effectively, ensuring that the vehicle operates correctly and safely. It's also crucial for technicians to emphasize preventive measures to avoid potential failures in the future. Overall, understanding this code and the related components is essential for achieving successful repairs and maintaining optimal vehicle performance. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.